I think dating is unorganized polygamy. And you just said it. Dude got money. He got 3 women. And he ain't putting these women in position to build nothing. He got the knowledge, but it's just like chess. You can have 3 queens on the chessboard. But when you're dating, those are the pawns. They ain't proved nothing yet to you. You might not even be a king yet. Because if you're not guiding a woman, you're not a king.
So my thing is this though. So now with the unorganized, it gets tricky because I'm gonna look it up in a second. What is the definition of polygamy? I need to know that.
Community.
Bingo. Okay, and the definition of community is to build something where everybody can benefit. Community.
Right.
Right? So my thing is this. If you're not building anything, then can we truly call it polygamy?
That's why I said dating is unorganized polygamy.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? That's why I said dating.
Okay, let's go back to the wealthy man. If they're not, let's say, I hate to use this Akon. Let's just use it for shits and giggles. I don't want to keep putting this shit out on blast. If he's a rich man, which he is, and he has these wives, and they're not building anything, is that actually polygamy, or is that a bunch of people sharing one resource?
Well, let me tell you the difference in our culture, right? Okay. Let's just say hip hop culture.
Understood.
In our culture, we like to not be told the truth up front. We like to hear the truth on the back end. You know, that's why sometimes we don't get to the next level.
Okay, talk about it.
We don't like the truthful, we don't like the, hey yo, pull your pants up because this person over here might not offer you a job. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Okay. That person would rather not say anything to you and then have you go because we would rather go through it first than say, well, I didn't get this job because my pants were sagging when I went to the interview.
Okay, I'm following you.
You get what I'm saying?
Keep going.
So, truthfully speaking, we don't like truth being up front. That's why we have to sell this illusion even when dating.
Okay, I think I know where you're going. Continue.
Let's go. When a man meet a woman, right? I'm not gonna say all the time he likes her or that's going to be his wife.
Right.
But he's seen something in her.
Right.
But what happens to when the man, let's just say, offers her to go to somewhere or offers her a book? Okay. Something that he's trying to fish. Okay. He's trying to fish to be like, yo, is this woman the one for me, right? So when a man goes in the beginning seeking truth. Okay. But the woman sometimes don't want to hear that truth. She gets resistant to the truth. So what the man usually does? Okay. I don't want to hear the truth. I don't want to hear the realness. What happens?
You put the sugar on top of the salt.
Now you start selling her fantasy, and you really like this woman.
Or you just not even the fantasy. You're not showing her the one woman said to me, like I heard it plenty of occasions, people show their representative when they come into it. You rarely see somebody's dirt off rip. It's just nobody wants to talk about their filth. They're gonna show you their best side, what they doing.
But why? Because it was designed. You remember on your first date. Remember being young, in junior high.
Okay, talk about it.
They seen your filth from then. It's a buildup. They seen your filth. You had a booger in your nose. You probably came to school with the messed up sneakers if you lived in a impoverished community. They said, so what happened? You start building, now you get to high school. Oh, the varsity basketball player, he's going to go to the NBA. He's going to be rich. Oh, so-and-so got these Jordans. But now you got to be like, okay, I got to adapt to this. I got to show this fantasy. I got to put the worm out there to get the fish.
Okay. I'm with that.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
We're getting that, though.
What we getting at?
Uh-huh.
Our society, our culture don't like the truth being told to them, point blank. So we on a dating level, on a political level,
unorganized. So that's where you get that.
That's where the dating becomes
Unorganized polygamy.
Yeah, because it's like, all right, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. You could go up to any in a percentage in our community. Let's just use our community and say, do you believe in polygamy? They're gonna say no, but they're gonna tell you that they dating though.
So does dating automatically constitute as unorganized polygamy? Does it automatically constitute?
I do think, because now you get a pass to have sex with 3 different people, whether man or woman. But that's the same. That's the. But here we go on the flip side.
Okay.
When you say polygamy, that they identify that as sex physically. They don't identify that as community.
Right.
But when they dating, they doing the same thing. It's just unorganized. They just don't identify that as dating. They don't identify that as polygamy.
This is the problem with that theory. When people are dating, for the most part, it's either it's two reasons why they're doing it. It's either to gain. No, both of them. It's always to gain. It's just to what degree do I want to gain? Do I want to gain for a man? Do I want to gain sex? Do I want to gain a wife? Do I want to gain a good time? Woman, do I want to gain the same thing? Sex, a husband, or whatever it may be. So when you say it's unorganized and I can't necessarily subscribe to that magazine, because it feels as though I'm trying to find the words to put it together. It's everybody isn't necessarily looking for something when they're dating. In a polygamous community, we should be all. It should be a community.
So what you mean? They're looking for something, whether it's sex, whether it's time, whether it's money.
Get the damn words together. They right here. We pull them out the sky.
I mean, you can't tell me you're not looking for something when you're dating. No. That's why it's unorganized. That's why.
No, I can't. I'm not letting you get off the hook. No.
You said the answer. They're not looking for something. Right?
Everybody's looking for something, but the thing about it is this is what it is. What everybody's looking for is not necessarily in a community fashion. That's what I'm trying to get. So if I'm looking to get I've seen this happen. It's happened to me. A chick, when you do entertain her, you go out, she just wanted a free meal. You don't hear from her again. That's not community. That's no community in me feeding your ass.
That's why I said dating is unorganized.
But what I'm saying is there's no polygamy in that. That's just being used.
No, hold on. Because community, you still shelled out a piece of security.
Okay.
You worked for that money, right?
Okay. I'm with you.
You still that'd be like something back in the day where, let's just say, if it wasn't no money involved,
right,
that'd be like you're giving her a cow for milk.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
It's resources.
That's still a resources. You still made sure she ate that day.
Okay. So what if we go on a date and nothing to exchange besides time?
That's still a resource. Because time is worth more than money.
Of course, but
Jada Kiss said that.
I can't.
Time is money. You can't get an hour back.
I can't subscribe to that. Now, I don't have the words, but I don't feel as though dating is
It's just, you know what it is? We don't like to be transparent about it. And
okay, now you might be hitting on something. Explain that. Now I might subscribe now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I might subscribe.
We don't like to be transparent about certain things that the system designed us to like and dislike.
Okay, keep going.
So let's just take okay, I'm gonna use going to the club.
Okay, talk about it.
And we had this talk.
Absolutely.
When a black man walk in the club, he has 2 strikes already. Why is that?
Tell me why. I'm trying to strikes.
Because he might not have a section, some bottles, and a hookah.
Okay. Talk about it.
You get what I'm saying? So now, even if he couldn't afford that, he has to sell this dream. He wasn't transparent with himself that he couldn't afford it that night. I'm not saying he couldn't. No,
you're transparent as hell if you ain't sitting up there.
Huh?
The transparency is in your action. If you walk in and you don't have it, you're already transparent.
No, but see, the thing about it, it's all in your mind. They don't know. Nobody knows. That's like even with dating.
If you stay on the floor with me and you're not up there, then I know.
No, but what I'm saying is, he has to pay his rent tomorrow.
Okay.
He still went to get the bottles and the hookah because he's trying to date this woman that he really want to date or he really like.
Right.
So now he has to sell this dream, and he's not even transparent with himself. So is it? That's why it's unorganized. He's not even It's just like the credit system. The day you start being loyal and transparent to yourself, the day you have good credit, because you start to work on yourself. So what happens is if you're not transparent to yourself, you won't be transparent to her.
I'm gonna ride with you.
What you said earlier about the Atlanta, moving to Atlanta. It's like you can get caught up in what? It's the transparency. You're not transparent.
So, but transparency and polygamy go hand in hand now?
Of course.
If I'm sitting out here, if I'm just dating, and let's say I'm dating 3 women, and I'm not looking to make anybody my wife, how is that polygamy?
What you mean, how is that polygamy? Because it's a community. See, nobody wants to, I'm going to tell you this. Remember, we spoke on levels, right?
Yeah.
It's just levels to it. It's just levels to being unorganized. See, it's okay. Let's just say the regular dude. Mm-hmm. The regular dude with the 9 to 5. Mm-hmm. She's not okay with you a lot of times dating 3 women. Okay. But when you meet Chris Brown, what they call them? They call them groupies.
Now stay right there for 1 second. Stay right there. Let's stay right there in that space. Now, the Chris Browns of the world or whatever. As a young lady that said this on a podcast too. I think it was like How to Keep a Man podcast. It was just a crazy title. But when a wealthy man, in the eyes of the average person, the wealthy man has, or I'm gonna say person, I ain't gonna say woman, I ain't gonna limit it to that, has enough resources to take care of all these women, then they're okay with it. As I said, I don't know where you're going with this. They're okay with it. But somebody who's making $70,000 a year, right? They don't feel like he's capable of doing all of that, so they're not going to be down with it. It's more. I've had a good friend of mine. I'm gonna say her name. Tell me, she said, "Look, I'm not going to be in the stable of no broke nigga. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be in Mayweather stable."
Let me ask you
why though? Because the resources is there and they're plentiful. Women, not all women, but a lot of women will sell their shit. If they will sell their piece of their pride or whatever have you, if the person that they're selling it to, the resources way outweigh what they feel like they can